Hey everyone, it's Michael, and today I want to talk to you about why your goals are stressing you out. Usually I talk to you about how to learn Spanish in 12 months or less, but we're back on the self-help train because I think this is super important. It's been happening in my life, and so I want to share it with you. So how do you avoid having your goals stress you out to the point where you feel like you're having a mental breakdown? This is really important because if you don't avoid this, it will happen for the rest of your life. And so today I'm going to go over 3 points that will help you out with this. But just like in legal documents where we have to define the terms before we even go into the deal, we're going to define the most important terms that we're going to use today, which is lag goals and lead goals. And these are terms that come from the 4 Disciplines of Execution. It's a very good book if you want to check it out. But what is a lag goal? What's a lead goal? Lead goals are goals that you can actually act upon right now. Lag goals are a result of those actions. What we think a lot of times as lag goals are the goals that are very big. So for example, one that I think they use in the book is your goal this year is to not have your car break down on you. Cool. You can't actively do that. You can't be like, okay, now do it right now. Make sure it doesn't break down. You can't. What you can do is say, I'm going to take it in for a routine inspection or maintenance 4 times a year, once every quarter. Those are lead goals. Those are things that you can actually do to get the end result. Another one is like on YouTube, like you're saying, hey, this month I want 100 new subscribers. You can't just act upon this goal. That's a lag goal. You can't just act upon it. What you can do is, hey, this month I'm going to release 3 YouTube videos a week or 5 in order for that lag goal to become true in order to get 100 subscribers. The best one that I've actually heard of is the weight loss one. It is, if you want to lose weight right now, you can't do it. You can't just, okay, right now, this instant, right now you're watching this video, lose weight. You can't do it. But what you can do is get up and go to the gym and do some cardio or do some weights or whatever, burn some calories. So those are lead goals. So if you want to lose weight at the end of the month, you want to lose a couple pounds, what you can do is act upon your lead goals, which is going to the gym. All right. So now that we understand what lead goals are, which is kind of like the lever to actually get your lag goals to come true, we're going to go over 3 points that will make sure that you don't stress about your goals. So number 1, already knowing what lead and lag goals are, the difference of what they are. Number 1 point is do not stress over your lag goals because they are uncontrollable. You think you can control them, you can't. What you can't control is your lead goals. You want to lose weight and you can't do it, and you're like trying and you're trying. Don't obsess over losing weight. Obsess over those lead goals. So for right now, if you think that the best way to lose weight is to go to the gym, go 3 times a week, get on that treadmill and burn 500 calories, then obsess over that. As long as you're hitting those metrics, like you want to go 3 times a week, as long as you're going those 3 times a week and you're checking it off, at the end of the month, if you don't hit your lag goal, that's okay. You had the lead goals that you thought would get you there. Now it's time to get down, reassess, see what you can do differently, and come up with some new lead goals. Because the reason why a lot of people get paralyzed in life is because we have these high goals. I want to make $1 million. I want to do this. I want to lose weight. I want to be incredible, right? And we don't know what the lead goals are to get us there. And we don't want to choose the wrong ones. So we go over this like analysis paralysis where we're like, I'm not really sure exactly what to do to get there. You know what? I just won't try any of it because I don't want to lose my time and I don't want to fail. So what we want to do is just make sure that we're picking some lead goals, the best ones that we think will get us there. And at the end of the month, at the end of the year, if we don't hit it, reassessing. But don't stress over that lag goal because you can't control it. You can control those lead goals. You're getting stressed because you're trying to control the lag goal. You're trying to make sure, okay, I really don't want my car to break down. Hey, if you think the best way to not get your car to break down is to take it in 4 times a year, and you're doing that, if it breaks down, it's out of your control. You can't stress over that. Unless you thought that you could do it 8 times and you decide to do it 4 because you're lazy, then it's on you. But that's the number 1 point. Number 2 is making sure that your lead goals, I'm looking down because I have my points written down. Number 2 is making sure that your lead goals are clearly defined, like crystal clear. I saw a video the other day from Layla Hormozi, I think she's super smart, where she talks about overwhelm. What is overwhelm? And I've experienced this in my day job as well. What is overwhelm? It is when there's high demands with low clarity. And for a lot of like high achievers or even people that want to achieve a lot, I think that's a really, really common aspect of our personality traits, which is we want the most, But how do we actually even get there? So you're trying to make sure that you lose 10 pounds a month, 8 pounds, 6 pounds, whatever, but you don't know how to get there. That's going to cause you stress because you don't know how to get there. You don't know what steps to take. So you need those lead goals to be clearly defined. So for example, sometimes go to the gym is not enough of a lead goal. That's another way that you stress yourself out. It's actually a lag goal for some people. Well, if going to the gym is a lag goal, what's the lead goal? The lead goal is just putting on your shoes. As long as I put on my shoes, I will go to the gym. As long as I get in my car, I will go there. As long as I get out from my bed, I will go. And you have to go all the way down, because for a lot of people, there's this like huge lag goal, and then they're like, okay, well, there's the lead goal. But that lead goal is actually a lag goal. You actually can't act on it right now. So you have to go down further until it's like, okay, but what is the very next action? So for example, if I want to go to the gym, I'm in the gym. What's the next thing I do? I'm probably gonna change. That's the very first one. I'm gonna get off my chair and I'm gonna change. I need my socks, I need shorts, I need underwear, I need shirt, and then I need to put on my shoes. That is the very first lead goal step. Then, I know some people will just go drive and get donuts, but if you're disciplined, right, the next one is to just get in your car. Get in your car, turn it on. Next one is just drive there. I think if you've read Atomic Habits by James Clear, he talks about how for some people, it would literally be just drive to the gym, like get there, get in, turn on for 2 minutes, and then drive back. And they're like, well, that's it? And it's like, yeah. But now you're discovering how crystal clear your lead goal is. Now you're knowing how to create that habit, that you don't have to go for an hour. As long as you're getting to the gym and you're doing it. It's just like when you're flossing your teeth. Everyone's heard of this trick, right? It's like sometimes you get very lazy. It's like, just do one. Just do one. But you have to really believe that you can only do one. Like seriously, only do one and then let it go. Only do one, then let it go. And then, okay, only two. Because if you're like, okay, I'm only gonna do one, but secretly I know I'm gonna do like all of them, then you're psyching yourself out of it. So making sure that your lead goals are crystal clear. There is no confusion about it. That if you're like, hey, I have to do it right now, it's right now. List out all the steps that you have to do for your lead goal. And then that will, subscribe into your lag goal. And point number 3, you're not happy if you complete all your lead goals. That is the reason why you're stressed. So even if you know all this and you're still not hitting your lag goal, some people will still be unhappy if they don't hit their lead goals. If I'm going to the gym 3 times a week and I don't lose weight, it's like, I'm the worst person ever. I'll give you a quick example of someone I was talking to the other day. She knew I used to be a trainer at the gym. So she comes up to me and she says, hey, I need help. I'm like, okay, sounds good. What do you need it with? I want to tone my legs. I'm like, okay, what does toning mean? She's like, well, I just want, the muscles to pop out. I'm like, okay, well, toning doesn't exist. You either build muscle or you lose fat. So we talked about how she's going to lose fat. And she talked to me about her regimen, that she's going 3 times a week, and that she is eating healthy. And then we went over what healthy means, right? And a bunch of different things. I'm like, wow, it's sounding like it's going really good for you. You're hitting all these like lead goals. I'm not sure what's going wrong. And she says, yeah, I'm only losing 2 pounds a month. Excuse me? 2 pounds a month is amazing. If you're losing 2 pounds a month over 6 months, that's 12 pounds. 12 pounds is a drastic difference. That's a lot. Unless you're like morbidly obese and you're 600 pounds. If you're more at a normal weight, a healthier weight for you, like 12 pounds will do a drastic difference over your appearance, over your health. So I think for a lot of people, it's this binary, like either I achieve it or I don't, when it actually is a scale. Let me give you an example. If you want to make $1 million this year, right? It's January and you're like, by December, I want to make $1 million cash, and you only make $500,000. How many of you would be like, oh my God, I suck. I did not hit my goal. This is horrible. I worked super hard. I'm the worst. Was like, well, you made $500,000. Yeah, but I didn't hit my million. You don't know how many of my friends I've asked that, and they're like, yeah, I'd probably be disappointed. It's like, no, it's a scale. You learned a lot, there's skills, and then next year, you might hit $1 million because you learned so much and you already made 500,000. And if next year, instead of 500,000, you hit 600,000 instead, that's still an increment. We have to get away from this binary. Either I hit it or I didn't. Now, this is not, I understand the point of wanting to hit it or not, because I think some of the highest achievers in life, like, just get it done. Just do it. But at the same time, we can really get down on ourselves when we're trying to lose 10 pounds a month and we only lose 8. And it's like, okay, I understand that we want to be achievers, we want to hit everything, but if you're losing 8 pounds a month instead of 10, like, that's still awesome. Yes, there's some work for improvement and we can decide on different things, but this is about you being happy. And it's not even being happy, actually. It's just about not being self-deprecating and being sad and depressed because you didn't hit your goal. It's saying that, hey, I'm still doing a lot and I'm still getting there, and 8 out of 10 is still better than 0 out of 10. Because you do know that you're trying to lose 10 pounds a month, so are other people. So if you hit 8 pounds of weight loss a month, you don't know how many people are hitting 0 because they're self-sabotaging, because they're failing, because they don't know how to do it, because they don't have help, because whatever, everyone has their excuses, right? So it's like the success rate, if there's 100 people that try to lose 10 pounds, maybe like 5% of them will hit 10. Maybe 10% of them will hit like 9. Maybe 20 will hit 7. But as you go down, most of the people, like 50%, will probably only hit like 0, 1, or 2. Like, that's just the reality of it. So be happy with some results. It doesn't mean that you don't want to just do everything you can to really hit those goals, but it means, like, don't be self-deprecating. It's happened to me where I'm hitting goals. I'm like, this is amazing. And as soon as I hit that goal, but I didn't hit that really high one. I didn't get enough dopamine from it. It's like, no, relax. You still hit a great goal. Okay? Now I'm at 11 minutes. Hopefully this helped. Let me know if you have any questions. Comment, subscribe to my channel to know more about these videos, how I think, how I can help you out. If you want to learn Spanish in 12 months or less, I can also help you do that. Go ahead and you can go to my website, strangelanguageacquisition.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.